Hello, I'm Alex from Leicester at the City Festival with the lovely view at the Dome, a stage especially built for the festival. And I'm here with Charlotte Carpenter. Are you excited to play tonight?
I am, yeah. It's going to be a really good show. Definitely something I've never done before. Yeah.
Yeah, so since we saw you last time in Leicester, it's been quite a lot and you seem quite busy. And we saw that you set up your own record label. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, so I set up Baby Woman Records last year, and it's a safe space for musicians who are just starting out or friends that are maybe in between labels to just come along and release music on their own terms. Because one of the biggest things that I find with being an independent artist is that I haven't got the same amount of money that other labels have to sell their music, you know. So the whole point of Baby Woman Records is that you're coming along and you're doing it yourself, but you're doing it with a group of other like-minded DIY musicians. So you're using each other's network, and hopefully with the aim to like build this community for people who can go somewhere for advice, go somewhere where, you know, what is distribution? How do I book a tour? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I want Baby Woman to be like the place to go to for if you're a new artist.
Sounds amazing. And also, I know there's been a real change in the music industry, but it's still very much a man's world. So did you find that you had to like fight more for what you want to accomplish just because of your gender?
Yes, 110%. So the biggest problem that I've had, and I know that a lot of my like girlfriends have experienced in the past, is that we aren't always taken seriously, like as musicians, because men think they know more than us, and they think they can play the guitar better than us. They think they know what amp to use better than us, and it's difficult because we want advice and we want to grow and we want to be better, but we don't want to be undermined. And one of the biggest things I've found is that as a woman, you are undermined the second you walk into the room. And I felt like, and I still feel like, when I walk into the room, actually what I'm trying to do is, or trying not to do, is prove myself. But as a woman in the music industry, you always have to prove yourself, and that can be really, really unsettling and uncomfortable. So, you know, we do try our best not to feel like we have to prove ourselves, but yeah, you walk into the room, there's something already against you, you know. So yeah, gender is a big deal, and it is very, very difficult, but the more we talk about it as women, the clearer the message will be to the men that make us feel that way.
So would you say then that your music is quite feminist?
I wouldn't say I'm politically singing anything really on topic of feminism, but I would say that I am a woman who feels empowered in what I do, and I'd love for other women to watch me and feel empowered to then go and do what they want to do. So, you know, the way I see myself is, you know, that there might be like 10 odds against me, and I'm not going to give in to any 10 of them. And if other women can feel that, then maybe they'll go home and feel like they can do everything that they've ever wanted to do as well.
So what usually inspires you to write music, write songs?
Every song that I write is really, really personal, and it's about me, and it's about my life and my friends and the people I love. So every song is just always really personal. Like, I can't ever really tell you like what they're about or why I write them. I just write them without really ever knowing why I write them. And, like, words can just come into your mind, and you think, you know, your subconscious is like telling you to write something. But yeah, I guess it's about love most of the time, whether that's bad or good.
So if you could name them, what are your three like most important musical influences?
My influences. So I really love a guitarist called Bonnie Raitt. She's an incredible guitarist. And I also love Brandi Carlile. She is a singer-songwriter from America. She's like in the kind of Americana world. I really love her as well. So I think I am very, very influenced by like Americana and like alternative music that is it's not wildly commercial, but it's like very likable to listen to, and there's like really nice guitar tones and big drums, but also songs that are like emotionally saying something to me. Like, if they're not saying something to me, I probably won't listen to it.
Thank you. And recently you released a new single. Can you tell me a bit about it and backstory maybe?
Yeah, sure. So I've just released a single called Follow You Down. It came out in July. And that was about the relationship between my grandma and my granddad, who are massive, massive forces in my life. And I sadly lost my nan just before Christmas. And she was a huge part of my life ever since I was really young. So losing her has opened up a whole new can of worms when it comes to my feelings and what I'm writing. And Follow You Down is about my granddad's struggle of not being able to save her from the end, really. And it sounds morbid. I understand what I've just said is really miserable, but I tried to make the song as uplifting as possible because she spent her whole life uplifting me.
That's really moving. So have you got any new interesting releases on gigs coming up in the next couple of months?
So I'm going across Netherlands, Germany and the UK in September and October, so I'm on the road for 3 weeks, and I can't wait for that. I don't know when I'm going to be releasing another single again. I think I'm going to put out an acoustic version of Follow You Down, but yeah, I'm just going to tour a lot and write a lot.
That's exciting. So we're going to record one of your songs. Can you introduce it for us?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Charlotte Carpenter, and this is Follow You Down.
Grandparents and just how incredible they are and how much they love each other and how it's crazy to watch. I hope you like it. You only get one trip around the sun. Sometimes you can leave this place before you've begun. Before you've begun. Before you've begun. But I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down. Maybe it's time for you to make a change. Maybe now is the right time to try and take the reins right before